Introduction to Surah Al-Bakara. The cow is a Medina surah comprising 286 verses divided into four sections. It was the first surah to be revealed after the Prophet's migration to Medina. The migration is the most critical landmark in Muslim history. Now, the circumstances which the Muslim faced in Medina were totally different from those of Mecca, and Muslim needed fresh guidance to cope with new challenges. This is the reason for the difference between the themes of this surah and the subject of Makkah surah. These people of Makkah were the victims to all kind of moral and social ills. They took pride in their rough, rude way of life characterized by murders, bloodshed, and terrible conflict. The Makkah, the Makkah Surah aimed at reforming the belief and deeds of the people who were idolater and associators and who had no concept of revelations, prophethood, the day of the resurrections, and life and the life after death. Most of the teaching of those surah were addressed to individual into to a community and exposed the fallacy of their belief and denounced their evil deeds. The majority of people of Medina too were idolaters and associators, but was a considerable population of Jews who were far more significant social, economic, and political influence than surrounded by their numbers. They were the people of book and believed in the isolations, prophethood, resurrections, and the reality of hell and paradise. Although they didn't hesitate from distorting and misinterpreting their scriptures of paltry worldly gains, they considered themselves a superior race, the chosen people of God who had the, the exclusive rise to prophethood, race the chosen people of God. These surahs mention God's favors on the Jews, reminds them of their repeated act to rebellions against people and invited them to recognize the truth of prophethood of Muhammad. The Madinas, idolaters and associators, had accepted the Jews as intellectually superior to themselves. The arrival of Prophet and his followers changed the status quo in Medina. The idolaters embraced the new faith in large numbers, and in a short time, Muslim became a force to be reckoned with. Now, the need of the hour was to promulgate the legal, social, economic, and political codes necessary to against this emerging community into a righteous, egalitarian, and strongly motivated nations capable of spreading the message of Allah to the four concern of world. Most of those codes for the organization of an